up, and you rock now.
So I went to start the car, and it didn't start because the cold killed the battery. I mean, to be fair, it was an older battery, but yeah, it was cold, and so I ended up having to call the shop, the bus depot, and said, "Hey guys, my car won't start." So the mechanics, you know what they did? They came out, they picked me up, brought me back so I could drive the bus, brought me back home so that we could boost the van, got me back into town so that I could buy a battery, and they installed the battery for me for free. And then also the mechanic, the other one, he actually did the oil change for me for free as well. So, I mean, I had to pay for the oil, but while I was driving the bus,
did they do that inside?
Yes, they did. So
okay, I was like, how did they change the oil outside? It's a little cold.
I think they would die outside if they're doing that. But yeah, no, they changed it inside. So that was really kind of them.
Well, that was
anyway, it was so cold though that one of the things about buses is they don't have good insulation. Okay, specifically school buses. I don't know that they don't care about children or whoever's operating the thing when it comes to making those things. And so what ends up happening is the air that's going into the engine compartment ends up flowing into where your pedals are, right? There's those little gaps and all the air flows through there. Now, if you're wearing shoes that can actually breathe, your toes get really, really cold. So today was actually the first day that I wore boots driving a school bus ever because it was that cold. And I hate wearing boots. If I don't have to wear boots, I'm happy. I had to wear boots in order to be relatively happy. So it was that cold. But what we did is we actually made a members video today of Steve, where he actually, for his kids and also for everyone else and himself, did a science experiment. How quickly could he freeze a shirt? Okay, so he grabbed one of his old undershirts, soaked it in some water, quick, wrung it out, and all in one continuous video, and went outside, put it right in front of the front door, went back inside, enjoyed some lunch. 3 minutes later, went back out, and yeah, the thing was it was a stick basically.
You could popsicle.
Yeah, you could pick it up. Sickle. Yeah, you could make it into a sign. You could like smack it into somebody because it was a solid object. So 3 minutes to become a solid object, but
wow.
And obviously we applied that to our children. We said, "Okay, kids, you need to make sure that you don't play outside when you're wet. So if you guys get a ton of water inside your shorts,
sorry,
you
I'm sorry. All of a sudden, you're talking about all of this cold weather and my nose run.
Yeah. Well, you better go catch it. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yes. Where was I going?
You were saying that,
Sure.
you tell
the
them
kids,
not to be wet outside.
You can't play outside when it's cold like this because otherwise you're going to freeze to death. And they're like, "Oh." But then, do you guys remember that video that went kind of viral of that woman where she fills up her cup with boiling water, goes outside and throws it up in the air, and it becomes snow? Right? Chat, do you guys remember that video where you take the boiling water, put it in the cup, throw it up in the air, and it becomes snow? And here's the thing. I actually took the position that or when I say that, I shouldn't say I took the position. I looked it up and I thought, was this real? And I read several articles that said it was fake, that it can't happen. And so, what happened today? Well, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share this. Click on here. And make sure the right thing is up. All right, so the wife and the kids, they experimented with it. Okay, so we got the video, and as you can see, really nice merch.
Oh, is that one of our mugs?
That's so one of our mugs. Yeah. And so yeah. So they experimented with it, and here was the result. It turned into snow.
It did work. Did you get it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they went right back inside because
Oh yeah, no, they definitely went right back inside. They definitely. I think they did it like a few times and took a break in between each one because they're like, we're
so cold.
But yeah, that definitely turned into snow. Let's watch it again.
I have one of those mugs, except mine's pink.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of it's pink.
We're gonna put it in slow mode because it's only 6 seconds. Okay, so everyone can see. Maybe I'll mute it though, so it doesn't go like. All right, there we go. Okay, mute it yet. Okay. Play. Okay, you can see the water dripping, and then it turns into snow. So
crazy.
Yep. Did you hear that?
I did. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Crank it up. All right, here we go. Let's do that again because that was funny. All right, here we go. Look at that shiny mug. Water goes up. Snow pours out.
Paul says it's a mini blizzard. It's so cute.
Yeah, it kind of was a mini blizzard. It was so now we know that video was definitely not fake, and that was definitely a learning opportunity for the kids, and apparently they liked that science experiment a lot more than the frozen shirt. So, and actually, my older daughter was like, "Hey, Dad," or sorry, no, the one that yelled, "It worked." I get in the house today and she's like, "You lied," and I was like, "What do you mean I lied?" And she's like, "You lied. You said it wouldn't work," and I was like, I didn't lie. I said it wouldn't work because I read an article that said it was fake, that it was all like Photoshop and stuff, or not Photoshop, but edited, and and then like, no, there's a difference between a lie and being wrong, and I was just wrong. I didn't lie. So there you go. So apparently the science behind it is that it is related to the heat and the extreme cold. So the something to do with air molecules and all that, like because it's hot, the air molecules are so spread apart that as you throw it up in the air, it hyper cools, and that's why it turns into snow.
Well, I didn't really know how the science worked, but I did remember that you needed to have hot water. So I guess if you do it with cold water, it doesn't work?
No.
Kind of weird, right? You would think cold water would freeze faster.
Well, no, because it's about the disperse, the hot water molecules are further apart. So when you throw it up in the air, the further apart molecules can now freeze faster.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's actually, I think, the same reason why your cup will shatter if you have it frozen and then put it in something hot. Or is it the opposite? Opposite. Because you're trying to
have it cold and I think if you have something hot and you cool it off too fast, it cracks.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's that same principle.
Yeah, I could see that.
There you go. So
it's kind of crazy.
Science, kids. Science. So that's
gotta love the science.
Yeah. So and then
hey there. So what you just watched was a portion of our live show that happens on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Apparently you were too lazy to be there that time, but maybe you'll be there next time. Remember, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.